So yeah, my name is Adrienne Picciotto. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. And if you're not out yet, that's okay too. That's fine. I actually, I've had queer tendencies for my whole life. I'm going to keep looking at this because it says boobs. I've had queer tendencies for most of my life, and only really recently I've embraced the term queer. I, didn't realize when I was a little kid that, if I fantasized about all sorts of genitalia, that there had to be a label for it. I just thought, oh, that feels good. Oh, that's fun. I don't care who you are. I'm just going to have fun. There's a word for that, and I just figured that out, so thank you guys. I have a really vivid memory of actually being 6 years old at the grocery store with my mom, and we're at the checkout counter, and I'm staring at this magazine, next to the M&Ms and the candy bars, and I'm staring at this Cosmopolitan magazine, and it has a really big, busty woman on it, and she's beautiful. And I remember just drooling over this magazine cover, like, oh my God, I'm 6. And what was I supposed to do? Look at my mom and be like, hey mom, I love big old boobs. And what was she supposed to say? Like, yeah, no shit, they're awesome. Yeah, you like boobs, so does everyone else. Congratulations. But no, I didn't have vocabulary for that. It took me until I went to college to finally grasp the concept of queer. So in college, I went to a small women's college. Shout out to Mount Holyoke. I see that, well, you're not from Mount Holyoke, but close enough. And so I went to Mount Holyoke College where queer was ubiquitous. It was the default. Everyone was queer. It was not a big deal at all. Going to Mount Holyoke and calling yourself queer was like, I don't know, being a Supreme Court justice in 1967 and coming out as a straight white man. I get it, and that's already your straight. So everybody was queer. That was just the default. In fact, queer was so normalized at Mount Holyoke College that if you were straight, you had to come out about being straight. Yeah, the one straight person at Mount Holyoke is actually in the room right now. Yeah, you had to come out. In fact, it was sort of like a death notice or like the sex offender list. You had to take out a column in the paper, or at the very least, make some really emotionally charged Facebook post. It's been really hard for me to explain this, but I thought I'd come out to everybody and say, I'm straight, and if you're not okay with that, you can unfriend me now. So you get to come out. So I officially came out last month by accident. Yeah, it was by accident. So let me explain. So I was on my computer and I was typing, I want to do stand-up comedy. And then Ryan reached out to me and said, hey, are you funny? And I said, yes, sir. And he said, cool. And then he shared with me this Facebook event and I had my name on it. And here I am. And it's funny because, so I had to actually share the Facebook event. I didn't have to, but I wanted to. And I was like, I really want people to come out and see my show. I wanted people to come out and see my show, but oh my God, I'm not legitimately out yet to the real world, outside of Mount Holyoke. So my 2,000 Facebook friends, ranging from actually kindergarten up until some people in this room today who don't know that I'm queer. I was like, shit, is that going to block me from, employment? Is that going to block me from, which is it's crazy, bonkers that still happens, but whatever. And I thought, you know what? Considering all those Facebook data breaches that have been happening recently, there's probably some kid in Russia who knew I was queer before I knew I was queer. So I'm fine, I'm in the clear, whatever. So it calmed me down a little bit. So being queer at Mount Holyoke is way different than being queer in the real world. I realized, like I said, at Mount Holyoke College, it was everybody was queer. And then in the real world, it's wait, that's not true? What? Everybody's straight, huh? Being queer at Mount Holyoke was king. It was assumed, it was the default, and you had pretty much all the same privileges as straight white males have in this society. It was exactly the same privileges. I mean, I could grow my hair out as long as I wanted. I could finish a sentence without being interrupted for once in my life. I got paid 30 cents more to the dollar than my coworkers who did the exact same job as me. Oh, it was great. Just like today. So yeah, I mean, I highly recommend straight white male privilege. I mean, like shrooms or Disney World, you gotta try it at least once. Just try it. I'm gonna leave you with this. Surprise, I am gay, despite the fact, or queer, despite the fact that I'm dating a straight white male. His name is Michael, and I love him very much. And just because I love him doesn't mean I'm any less queer than anybody else in this room. So I have to say that, because when I don't say that, people are like, what, you're dating a straight white guy? And I'm like, yeah, dude, he's awesome. So I'm madly in love with him, and I just want to say to all the people who devalue my sexuality based on who I'm dating, I am madly in love with this person, okay? We share similar interests, interior design, 90s sitcoms. We co-parent a little cat named Quibble Mastronardi Picciotto together. And yeah, she has a hyphenated name to include both of our last names, and if that's not the gayest shit anybody has heard all night, you can get the fuck out of here. My life is gay as fuck. And that's all I want. Oh, and one last thing. It doesn't hurt to date a straight white guy. Have you ever been in a customer service situation where you're fighting with the customer service representative and your straight white male boyfriend just steps into the conversation? You can't lose. You cannot lose, no matter how much you think you're losing. So yeah, when it works in your advantage, straight white male privilege is just amazing. I highly recommend it. Thank you all so much for listening.